March greetings. I have another book review, so let's go down a trip down the Amazon River. Today's book is called The Amazon River, and it's by Sangma Francis and Romolo D'Hipolito. Published by Flying Eye Books. Broken down into 4 different sections: from source to sea, wildlife of the riverbank, people of the rainforest, and life on the river. First section covers basic parts of the river system, tributaries, and it discusses where does the Amazon River start. That is open to debate. We cannot say definitively where the Amazon River starts even today. Water, water, water discusses what clear water is, black water is, and white water. Ooh, so important for kids to know, the water cycle. I think we're all familiar with that as adults, so I won't go over that too much, but gives a great little depiction of the water cycle. And then other parts of the river, waterfalls, whirlpools, rapids, gorges, explains what those are. Oh, and then I learned something here. The Amazon River, it actually isn't a single river, it's rather 3 different rivers. There is the Amazon, which we all can see, and we all are familiar with, and then underneath the Amazon River, this is amazing, there is a second river called the Hamza River, and this river flows about 2 miles down, following the same path as the Amazon River, only it is much wider than the Amazon River. It is actually nearly 120 miles to 250 miles wide, so it's pretty massive. Yeah, and this was only recently discovered by scientists, so super cool information there. And then of course it does talk about what they are calling the aerial river due to like all of the humidity and condensation. There are clouds of water vapor constantly just streaming above the Amazon, so those are the 3 different rivers. What plants grow around the Amazon? A lot of lilies. Some lilies can grow 6 feet wide. Trees under the water. There is a flooded forest called Gapo, and it floods up to 6 to 8 months of the year, and there's a whole ecosystem surrounding that. Touches on that briefly. River mouth, Marajo Island. Marajo Island is one of the world's largest river islands. It's larger than Switzerland. 361 species of birds and 99 species of mammals, including jaguar and water buffalo, reside on Marajo Island. Oh, and then something else cool that I learned about the Amazon River. There's something called the tidal bore, and it's the Amazon River tidal bore. They have a name for it. It's called Pura Ruku, and many surfers love to find the Pura Ruku and surf on it. It goes upstream, so big event for all the surfers and just people to watch and see. Wildlife of the riverbank, creatures living around the Amazon. Breaks it down into the growers, the vegetarians, the big eaters, and great rotters, and puts that into the context of food webs. Some of the more interesting creatures in the Amazon, the paradoxical frog. This is a frog that starts out as a large tadpole, and as it gets older it grows smaller. So cool. And then there's the glass frog. It's basically transparent and it can camouflage itself with its surroundings very well due to that fact. Poison dart frog, salamander, those are a little bit more commonly known. Covers the reptiles, the caimans. Caimans are very large crocodiles. Ah, frightening. Turtles. Piranhas, so infamous to the Amazon. All the piranhas, scary. Electric eels, pink eye peacock eye stingray, and aquatic mammals, giant otter, pink river dolphin. Yes, the Amazon has pink dolphins. And capybara. These are very large rodents that like to swim in the Amazon. Stuff of nightmares. And it covers a really cool legend, the Pura Ruku. And this is the legend of a warrior. He was very, very arrogant. And so the gods decided to teach him a lesson. They struck him with lightning and they turned him into this gigantic fish that is referred to as the Pura Ruku. People of the Rainforest covers ancient civilizations, the fruits one can find in the rainforest, acai berries, or acai, depending upon how you'd like to pronounce it, right, or where you're from, peach palm fruit, Brazil nuts, geoglyphs, touches on that, the Inca Empire, Machu Picchu, so many different topics covered in this book. It's just a wealth of information. So intriguing. El Dorado, the city of gold. It was sought after by Francisco Pizarro, the Spanish conquistador. Goes over that. Getting to the end of the book here. Hang tight with me if you're still there. Yeah, so now it goes into just the indigenous people, their rituals, and it goes into another legend, a girl named Naya. She was so fascinated with the moon that the gods, as a reward, decided to turn her into a lily so she could then be more in touch with the moon. Kind of a convoluted story there, but that's the basic premise of it. Life on the river, the last section. Really cool part here about boats. It goes over all of the different boats one might find on the Amazon. Speed boats, small cargo boats, tanker ships, dry container ships, medical boats, barges and push boats, and even an uba, a particular type of canoe made from the wood of an entire tree trunk. Passenger ferries. Fantastic picture. Fishing industry on the Amazon covers that. And Manaus, it covers Manaus. This is the capital city of the Brazilian state of Amazonas, if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah, Manaus is in the heart of the Amazon jungle. Seems like a very interesting, intriguing place to visit. Water power. Okay, and beautiful picture here with the moon and a boat, little ferry. And that's it. Back. They have a nice glossary. Anyway, I thank you for joining me today. Hope you are having a nice March, and see you next time. Bye.